All right. I'm actually back for my second video of the day. I know, crazy. But for right now, game's not out yet. And you're thinking, and you're asking me, you're saying, what character do I need to pick? What characters do I need to be playing on release day? Well, I've got you. We're going to be tier listing the characters that will be out on release day. And so, we've got all the characters here. Banana Guard, Joker, Marvin, Gizmo, and so on. And then S to F. And the one thing I want to say about here is I don't think any of the characters are going to be down here. I don't think there's going to be any of them that are bad. I think you can get into this game and you can pick up Rain Dog and be good. You can pick up Iron Giant and be good. You will have some names called to you specifically by me if you play Iron Giant. I'm not insinuating anything, but Iron Giant is just don't play Iron Giant if you want to be a real one. Okay, but we'll get to that when we get to Iron Giant. Banana Guard. Where do I think he will be day one? Actually, let's go. I actually want to here add like above an S. Let's add double S. Okay. Banana Guard. I think he's gonna be an A-tier character. His moveset seems simple, it seems easy to grasp, and it seems decent. There's not really much you can say about Banana Guard. I know he's the most underwhelming character coming into this, but I don't think he's going to be that bad. Joker. Now, I think he's going to end up being an S tier character. I think you just can't flop with Joker. I think you need to make him good. For like to keep your player base good, I think you need to keep Joker good. Obviously, I have not seen these characters play. I don't know how they will actually play, but just for how I feel from what I've seen from Joker's moveset and how people will be playing him, I think he will end up being an S tier character. Now, Marvin, I know he's probably not going to be the most popular character, and for a reason. I don't think Marvin was that good when I played against him. I feel like I didn't see him that much, and I feel like he wasn't that good when I did see him. But he is still a viable character option. He is, you know what? I'm actually going to drop him C. I think he's like a mediocre character. He is viable. You can win with him. But I think there's just some people that'll be easier to win with and some people that'll be more fun to play. Gizmo, I think he's in the same tier as Marvin the Martian. I don't think he was that great. And I still think he will continue. I still think that he will continue to be not that great. Black Adam. You know, when I played this game a lot, I saw more Superman than Black Adams. But when I saw Black Adam, it was always a good match. Every Black Adam I played against was consistently good, whether that be the character or just the playstyle. But ultimately, I think he's going to be up there with Joker. I'm going to slide him double S. I think he was pretty good when I played with him, and I think he will continue to be good. Like I said, saying there's no changes that come forward. Stripe, the evolved form of Gizmo. And by his evolved form, I mean he's going one tier higher. I don't think he was that much better than Gizmo or Martian. I think Banana Guard will ultimately be better than him. And I'm not saying Stripe is bad. I just think he doesn't do enough. And I think the way his moveset played, I just didn't like him and I didn't have fun with him. That's not saying that he's not good still. It's just I don't think his moveset was that great, but he is still a good character to play. Morty. I didn't see a lot of good Mortys. I'm not going to lie. He's teetering between these two tiers. I think he's more C tier though, from what I saw. Watching his moves, he's more of a zoner. You know, you try and zone to that like middle range, not like far away attacks, not really the whole lot of close attacks. You kind of want to keep in that mid range. And I think that's one of the harder characters to play in any fighting game. And I just think his moveset wasn't that great. Maybe I'm going to judge this on ones if I'm trying to play 1v1s. Twos, Morty would be higher. Or maybe we'll just kind of gauge how they play in both and we'll go from there. But Morty is a good twos guy. He can kind of help support, keep kind of... Like I said, he's a zoner. So when there's two people playing, you can kind of hit more in that zone. And that ultimately is better. Rick, same tier as Morty. I didn't see a whole lot of Ricks. I didn't see a lot of Rick at all. I didn't even pick up Rick even once. I was a Jake guy for sure, but I don't feel like I feel like Rick's in that same tier as Morty and Stripe, where he was kind of zoning and not doing a whole lot inside. But I didn't really play a lot of Rick. I don't have a lot of things to go off of for Rick. LeBron, LeBron was good, and I saw that they made changes to where his ball is actually better now. And I'm not gonna lie, when you played a good LeBron, it didn't strike fear in your heart, but you knew it was gonna be a tough matchup. This is like what's the like LeBron versus Dirk, and ultimately you come out on top, but you had to take it to 7 games, and that's what it felt like playing LeBron. And you know what? I'm gonna do something here. It is nothing against Iron Giant. It is nothing against Iron Giant players. I that when he okay, so if you didn't play in the beta, I'm going to put a clip of his down. He jumps up and then he like tucks his feet and it's like a meteor crashing into the earth. And in the beta it was so broken and it would suck you in every time and it would do so much damage. And then he would stick his arms out and then he'd spin and it was ridiculous. It was so annoying to play against and you had to get him to like 200 damage to even like come close to getting him off. And this was the only game I ever got mad at. I put a hole in my desk over playing against an Iron Giant. Like I could not. It was so rage inducing, and so I hope that they nerfed him into the ground. But I cannot even. Yeah, I don't even want to get into it. But Iron Giant, don't want to rank. Taz pre Tornado Spin nerf was the best character in the game. Because he would do his thing that he does in the show, and it would suck you in, and it would throw. The knockback was nuts that it would kill on like 60 or 70, like consistently. And if you were a low weight character, 30 or 40. So that's why. But now Taz is like, why do I keep doing this? He's like fun, but he's not like good. So if you want just someone that's very fun to play, but you might not win a lot of games all the time, and he's definitely not up here with these tier of characters, then you pick up Taz. Velma. Velma was probably one of the best twos players, I felt like. Anytime I would play a Velma in twos, it was nuts. Whenever I didn't see a lot of her in solo because she was not that great in solo. But if she's teetering on in between these two. But I'm going to put her in A. Towards the end of the beta, I saw a lot more Velma, and people were finally figuring out that how good she actually was, and we're actually like learning how to play her. And so she was skyrocketing. And I think if the game wouldn't have went into beta, we would have kept seeing her go up. But since it ended, I think Velma's going to go back down, and then she's going to do the same thing and come back up in the amount of people that are playing her. Very good character, but a lot of things you have to know and a lot of things you have to learn. So if you're interested in a good twos character, Velma might be your character. Arya Stark, double S tier. The way Arya moves is so smooth. Okay, no free advertisements. It's so smooth. Her moves are quick. She's got a good thing where she can steal abilities. Arya is a double S tier character. I don't even know if I have to get into it. She has teleport. She is if you're considering picking up this game seriously, I would play Arya Stark. Batman. A-tier character. Batman is a good character. And he had the grappling. He has a grapple. He's like pulls you into him. He attacked. He's like a medium for both, like medium attack, medium weight, all that stuff. But his moves were good. He had a good moveset. Very fun to play. He's another one of those characters where it is fun, and you can win with him, like a lot of these characters up here. I would say the threshold for fun and winning is above this B tier. These ones are fun. They're not as fun to play, I would say, but they're definitely still good. Bugs Bunny. I think he's S tier. I don't think he's quite up here yet, but I think he's S tier for sure. He's also another fun character. There was a lot of cool stuff you could do. For example, safe drops down. You kick the safe. You do like a rock. You do like spawn the rocket, and it comes in. A lot of people that didn't play in the beta might not know what I'm talking about, but Bugs had this safe where you could drop it down, and then if you did enough damage, you could send it flying. That was very popular. And ultimately just a fun character. I think a lot of the Looney Tunes guys are really fun because they fall into that super cartoony thing, and there's a lot of cool stuff they could do with that in terms of move set. But Bugs, unlike Taz, his Looney Tune friend, or Marvin the Martian, was actually good. Finn. I think Finn's an S tier character. How fast you can move as a Finn main, and like there's my twos partner. I'm a Jake main, he's a Finn main. And it ultimately works out to be perfect to where he's super fast. I may be a little bit slower, but I got a higher damage set and all that stuff. But anyways, Finn is very fast. His attacks might not do as much. There's some cool combos you can string together with Finn. The bag, if they don't remove the bag or at least nerf it, it still might be the best move in the game. But Finn's backpack is nuts, high knockback, pulls you in, and it lasts a while, and it like overpowers a lot of the moves. But Finn is still going to be an S tier character. I don't see it if unless they nerfed him like his bag. I think they only made Finn better because they added so like stuff from his bag is like helps more, and then he gets like a speed boost from his bag or from his shop. So if you didn't play in the beta, every time that Finn would hit someone, it would drop a coin, and then you pick up those coins, and then you can use those coins on a shop during match. It's a very cool system actually, but Finn will continue to be an S tier character. Garnett, I believe, is her name. I know it starts with a G, and I can't believe I'm blanking on it now. She is very fun. Honestly, I think she's a bruiser, and she might be one of the most fun characters to play because it's a lot of close combat. A lot of punching, a lot of that kind of stuff, which those characters are always fun in fighting games. And she is good, and she is very fun. And I could say that about a lot of these characters here, and which I think is a testament to how good MultiVersus made their characters. And she will continue to be good. Harley will continue to be an S tier character. Actually, I'm going to do this here because I don't think Garnett is quite, but she's like high A. I don't think she's going to be quite on these people level, but she is definitely one of the most fun. In terms of fun, she is up here, but in terms of like actual skill, she's down here. Very good ones character, not as viable in twos. But Harley is another one of those super fast characters like Finn, but she moves very fast, has a couple high hitting moves, and another one of those characters where she has a lot of really good combos that aren't maybe as hard to learn, where you can string together high ladders to like get people up, where you can string together stuff that is really fun and is really cool to play and ultimately can be one of the best characters in the game. Jake, my dog. Okay, biases aside, Jake is still an S tier. Jake is a beast. There's not anything I could say about Jake. His down. I think there's so much stuff you can do with Jake that make him such a fun character, and I don't even want to get into it. Like, you just have to day one. You're going to see how good Jake can be. I've taught myself his combos. I made up combos. And there's so much stuff you can do because unless if you didn't, I keep saying this, but if you didn't play in the beta, he has a stretch that with his certain perk is on. If you hit him, it's like does damage. And does damage in like a little bit of a knockback. It's like the perfect move for controlling the edge. If people try and go above, they can't. And he's got like good down. I think if you can get someone on the edge with Jake, it's one of the best things for him. Will consistently be one of the best characters in the game, pending no changes. Rain Dog. Rain Dog might be a D tier character. In twos, Rain Dog is like up here, like in the A, B range, but still not even that great. But in ones, Rain Dog is just not good. Her basic attack is like, you need to be like right up on them. I'm going to put her C because she is decent in twos because she can heal and stuff like that, and it's a support character, but which they're not going to be great at attacking as a support character. but just so bad in ones that I just think it just can't even carry the character. Shaggy. Shaggy's another one of those fun characters like Garnet, where it's a lot of close combat, like punching and kicking and stuff like that. Which those, like I said, those characters are very fun. But Shaggy is just a little bit better than Garnet, considering he has. I know Garnet has like the throwing things, the fist that can go out, but Shaggy has like a throwable. He has charge. He has like rage where he can charge up his moves and stuff like that. But I think Shaggy's better than Garnet. They have like similar play types, but Shaggy is definitely better than Garnet and has a very fun moveset still. Steven Universe. He was a really good twos character, and I think he's gonna get better. I played a couple really good Steven Universes and ones where because he had like a little shield that he could spawn, this little thing that he's holding right here, but he could spawn it, and then you could kind of like get pinned in it, and then they could just do like actually an infinite combo until the shield broke. But I'm hoping that that's not going to be the case. But I'm going to put him S tier. Again, another really good twos character and a character that will continue to be good on the game's re-release. Superman S tier. I know I'm putting a lot of these characters in S tier, but that I really cannot talk about enough about how MultiVersus makes all their characters very fun and very still usable. Because in a lot of games where the characters that are fun aren't very good, I think that's almost the opposite. These characters down here are kind of not fun to play, but they're still fun, but they're not as fun as like a Bugs or a Finn or a Jake or a Harley. But still, very fun characters. Superman has laser eyes. He can kind of hit from a distance. He has grabs that he can throw. Another one of those characters that it can kind of do it all. He's just missing like the defining thing to move him up to here. Tom and Jerry, double S tier. One of the coolest concepts for a character. Tom, wait, yeah, Tom's the cat. Tom never attacks the other player. So if he's fighting a Finn, Tom never attacks the Finn. All of the attacks are actually directed at Jerry, but they miss and hit the other character. It's a super cool concept. And I love that character, and he was also very good. If I was not playing Jake, I would be playing Tom and Jerry. Wonder Woman. Not bad, not good. And I don't want to end it on an A tier character, like, oh, whatever. I didn't see a lot of Wonder Woman. I didn't see people playing a lot of Wonder Woman. When I did see them, they were okay. They were okay. But ultimately, she's just an A tier character. She's not here with these guys, but she's not nearly as good. I think she's probably teetering between these two, but we'll put her A. She's still decent. But yeah, this is my official MultiVersus 2024 release tier list. And when they add more characters, or maybe like a month in, we'll take a look at all the characters and how they're doing now, and we'll kind of remake this list. And maybe if they add like Agent Smith a couple weeks into the game, but this is going to be my final list. And if there's people you want to see that you want to pick up, and in the comments below, who you maining day one, May 28th at 12 p.m. Whenever you decide to play, who is the first person you're picking up? Mine personally will be Jake. I've said that in this video, but May 28th, we'll be streaming, putting out videos. Like and subscribe, and I'll see you all later. Peace.